embarrass myself. Hi, everybody, and we're live. I'm gonna take my hair down, turn my light on. I think my camera moved a little bit. It doesn't matter. Welcome to the daily yoga reset. Ow. I stole one of my kids' scrunchies. My daughter woke me up at 7 o'clock this morning and said, "It's time to go walk, Mom." So, of course, I'd already been up since 5 because, like, who isn't having trouble sleeping right now? If you're not having trouble sleeping, wow. Like, my husband and I are both, and a lot of people that I've talked to in this community are having trouble sleeping. So that's one of the reasons I've stayed on this yoga reset kick, because I think that if you have any type of health issues, then yoga can help, and sleep, of course, is one of the things that always helps. So I decided today to do something a little bit different, to do some chair yoga. So if you are a practiced yogi, I've got Christina on, and she's a practiced yogi, so you're welcome to follow along without the chair. I'll call the names of the poses, which will help. And people who want to do chair yoga, who are practiced yogis, can do the chair yoga and kind of know the poses too. So, but I'm going to start in a comfortable seated position in my chair. For me, I'm on the edge of my chair because, I don't know, years of playing piano, I sat on the bench up close and typing. That's just how I sit. If you prefer to sit farther back, that's fine. If you're not in a chair and you want to come to a cross-legged position, or the legs extended in front, or even in a corpse pose, if you want to go ahead and lay on your back, that's fine too. Go ahead and close your eyes. I'll probably talk a lot today and too much because I don't ordinarily teach chair yoga, so I will apologize in advance. But I do hope that you all enjoy this, something a little bit different today. Bring the focus inside to your breath. Take a nice, long, slow, deep breath. Not anything crazy or too drastic. Just slow the breath a little bit. Bring the awareness into the body. Feel the sitting bones on the ground, in the chair. If you're on your back, feeling the shoulder blades as well as the lower back. Let your breathing be natural but slow, following the breath all the way through the body, up and down through your central channel, expanding the belly nice and full with air. If the ribs come apart, that's okay too. But you want to really feel that opening up way down deep into the belly. As you exhale, actively push the belly button back towards the spine. Really get all that air out of the bottom of the lungs. This is a respiratory illness. The whole reason we're here in quarantine is because it's respiratory illness, and we want to keep our lungs strong and healthy. Let's inhale together. I'm just going to describe it just a moment. Keep doing your long, slow, deep breath. We're going to inhale together for a count of 5. We're going to hold it for 2, and then we're going to exhale for 7. So we'll inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold. 1, 2, and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Slowly inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold. 1, 2, and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll do one more time and inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold. 1, 2, and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and release the breath. Allow the breath to return to normal. If you're familiar with the Ujjayi breath, I'd like to use that today as a tool. I hope that As we work through some of these poses, it will be active and will generate a little bit of heat. And if it's a challenge for you, if you come back to the Ujjayi breath, quite often it'll help you work through the poses that might be difficult. The Ujjayi breath is done with closed lips, open teeth, and an open throat. It makes kind of a ha sound. Ha. It's hard to show. I hope you guys can hear it when I do it, but it's sort of like dragging the throat across, dragging the air across the throat. So it may sound like Darth Vader. I don't know if you can hear me doing it or not, but if you sound like Darth Vader, you're doing it right. And no one else can hear you, so make it loud and proud. Come back to your Ujjayi breath when you can. Right now we're going to let the breath return to normal. We're going to start warming up the body. So let's go ahead and drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Oh, if you want to drop the opposite arm towards the floor. If you're on the mat, your fingertips may come down to the mat. And just stretch as you inhale. Stretch the left shoulder towards the floor. And then release that hand back to the lap. Bring the head back up to center and exhale to the other side. Right ear comes to the right shoulder. It might feel a little tighter. And then if you want to extend the opposite arm towards the floor, inhaling, dropping that right shoulder down. Exhaling, release a little lower and release the hand back down. Inhale back up. Allow the chin to float up to the sky. Excuse me. It's just pollen, y'all, I promise. Chin comes up to the sky. Don't fall back. Don't let your head fall back. That's really uncomfortable. Just sort of dropping the shoulders, allowing the chin to come up, stretching through the front of the neck. And then exhale the chin forward, keeping the shoulders square, the spine long. And then if you want to wiggle it a sec, just feel that. It feels good. We're going to roll towards the right ear. We're not going all the way around this time. Just roll the right ear towards the right shoulder. Take the chin down towards the floor so that you're looking, say, to your right forearm. Stretching through the side of the neck still. And then we're going to come forward, bringing the chin forward. We're going to do the same thing, rolling the left ear to the left shoulder, and then taking the chin down to look at the left forearm or the left thigh. Oh, feel that nice stretch through the right side of the neck. And exhale the chin back down. Stretch one more time through the back of the neck, through the upper back a little bit. And then back to center. Let's do the shoulders. We'll take the shoulders up by the ears and drop them down to the floor. Bring them back behind you. Bring those shoulder blades, squeeze it through, open that heart center if you want to lift the chin a little and feel that there. And then exhale, bring the shoulders in close. If you want to stretch, maybe twist the arms a little bit, how I'm doing, and feel a little more stretch through the triceps as well. And then release, shake it out a little bit. Let's do, I have my notes, but I can't even see what I've written because I'm too far up. Let's do our soupy rolls, Christina. We're the torso, soupy grind. That's what we call it, soupy grind. So we're going to exhale, fold forward, and then roll around to the right. This is the whole torso if you want to take the legs wider a little bit. Oh, nice. Wide circles with the whole upper body. Inhaling as you come back and exhale as you fold forward. Feeling all kinds of crazy stuff. And then when your exhale is complete, switch directions. If you're sitting cross-legged on the floor, you might want to switch your legs before you switch directions, just to feel the stretch a little bit differently. That is one of my favorites, y'all. Now, you can have a nice flat back or you can round your back. Either way is perfectly fine, whatever you desire for your practice. Let's come on back up to seated. Coming back to that center line, we're going to take our hands and putting them on opposite shoulders. We're going to just give ourselves a little hug. I love all this check on your extrovert friends, your hugger friends, right? We're all like dying to get out and hug people. So just give yourself a little hug, feeling those shoulder blades come apart. And then let's go to fold forward if you can. If that's in your practice, slowly, gently fold forward. You can round your back. You can even open up the legs a little bit, make room for those elbows and drop the head, bring the chin into the chest. Oh, and feel it where you need to feel it. Release it down. And then release the hands, bring them down to the floor, drop the head, and release the lower back. So your feet are spread just a little bit if you're in your chair. And we're just doing a nice forward fold. And then leading with the crown of the head on an inhale, let's sit straight up. We'll do our cat-cow, so we're gonna drop this is how we do it on all fours. So Christina, you'll have to adjust, perfect. If you're in your chair, we're gonna roll the pelvis forward and then roll the shoulder blades forward and push the belly button back towards the chair. And then when you inhale, we're gonna roll that pelvic bowl forward, bring the shoulder blades together, look up to the sky, maybe bring the hands down to the chair, and exhale, reverse. So just a seated cat-cow or pelvic tilts, however you need to think about it, that works for you. Follow your own breath on this one. Inhaling as the gaze comes up and exhaling as you come down and forward. And you guys will feel that. You can kind of feel the air sort of pushing out of you as you fold forward. And then one more time, the shoulder blades come back. Let this be your final one. So make it good. And release. Good. So come back to seated if you're on all fours. If you're on your chair, we're going to warm up our legs and our hips a little bit. So from here, I'm going to start on my right side. I'm just going to extend my right leg directly out in front of me. My foot is flexed. And then I'm going to bring the knee in close to the body, keeping that foot flexed. If you want to bring it out a little bit, that's okay too. And then bring it back down. We're going to extend the left leg out in front. Active all the way up through the hips, flexing the foot, bring it in close to the body. Stretch through that. I'm feeling that on that side. That feels good. I'm going to extend out one more time and then rest down. So there was something else I wanted to do with that. I forgot what it was. So we're going to go into a figure four. So bringing your right ankle, crossing it on the left knee. So the right knee's bent about 90 degrees or wherever you're comfortable. The right ankle on the left knee, and we're just going to do a gentle, if you can, from here, fold forward just a little bit. So Christina, if you want to go in a pigeon, you can, or you can just cross the right knee over the right foot over the knee and extend the left leg. And then when you're ready, we're going to sit in this one a minute because, boy, I carry a lot of tension in my hips, so y'all get to enjoy it too. I think a lot of us are probably carrying a lot of tension in our hips. We're sitting at home working at desks that are not really designed to work for 8 hours. And then when you're ready, at the bottom of the exhale, allow the inhale to bring you back upright. Take a moment and sit here in it. And then release the right foot from the left knee. Shake it out a little bit. That feels good. I love pigeon, y'all. That's one of my favorites. We're going to extend the left knee. Well, we're going to bend the left knee. Left ankle comes on the right thigh. Take a moment, sit up nice and tall. If you don't want to apply a little pressure on that left knee with your left hand, we're going to sit up nice and tall and exhale, fold forward. Same thing you did on the other side. Resting here for a moment. And you know, it's funny, this side might feel easier or bendier, or it might feel tighter. One side is always more flexible, stronger, better balanced. It's okay, that's not unusual. Oh, it feels so good. Let your exhale be complete. Slowly come up, leading with the crown of the head. Release that left ankle from the knee and shake it out. Gosh, it just goes so fast. let's see, there are a couple different things I want to do. If I think about it too long, I run out of time. Let's do a sun salutation, get our body up and moving, and then we're going to just come back down to seated and do a seated warrior sequence. So I'm going to turn my chair and make sure I'm still in frame for everybody. Come to the front of your mat. Now I'm going to talk through this as chair yoga. So if you are not in a chair, I'm trusting that most of the people who are watching are going to know the sun salutation and know the differences. You all know what to do. So come to the top of your mat. We're coming in a mountain pose. Big toes are a little bit together. Heels are out just a little. Check your knees. Drop the pelvic, the tailbone. Roll the shoulders back. Release the arms. Crown of the head to the sky. Hands to heart center. We're going to inhale up. Slight back bend if that's in your practice. Palms together. Let's fold forward. If you're coming into your chair, hands are we're in a forward fold. Hands resting on the chair. You do want to feel a nice stretch through the backs of your legs. So even though you've got your chair, don't be lazy. If you're you want to go ahead and bend as far as you can, releasing the head as well. If you want to bend the knees and release the lower back just a little bit more, you can step away from your chair, bend your knees, resting the torso on your thighs to get that nice lower back release. If you really want to feel it through the backs of your legs, try to straighten your knees. Don't lock them, but straighten them, and you'll get a better stretch to the backs of the legs. Now from here, we're going to step back into our lunge. So if you're on your chair, you're going to step the left foot forward. If you stepped back, we're going to step the right foot back into our lunge, coming to where you're comfortable. Now from here, I want you to think about dropping your hips. The biggest thing is allowing those hips to fall. So the back is long and straight, and you're kind of upright. And then we're going to step back into down dog. But from here, I'm going to step my right foot forward just a little bit, and then I'm stepping my left foot back to meet my right. So I'm going to adjust my feet where it's comfortable. I've got a nice straight back. My feet are active. My arms are active. My shoulder blades are nice and spread. My back is straight. I'm releasing my head. I'm lifting my sitting bones towards the sky, or maybe pushing back to the back wall is another way to think about it. Rest here for a moment. Take a big deep breath through the back, spread the back, and then bring the focus up. We're going to step forward with the right, and we're going to drop our left foot back, coming into our lunge. Take your time getting there. Check your alignment with the knee right over the ankle. Nice flat back. If you want to take the gaze out in front, drop your hips. If you want to even roll it a second, not too much, but just to feel that drop. If you're here, it's just a really different feeling. It's a different stretch. So taking the lunge, and then we're going to slowly and gently walk that left foot forward to meet the right. And whatever you did before in your forward fold, if you need to step away from the chair to drop the head all the way, that's fine. Just use your chair for support. Oh, take a nice deep breath in. Give me a halfway lift, bringing the crown of the head to the sky. Nice flat back. And then exhale, fold back down. And then we're going to use the hands coming out in a reverse swan dive up overhead. If you have a back bend, take it. And then palms come back together to heart center. Release back in mountain. Nice active mountain pose. And shake it off. Let's do the other side. We'll do the other side a little more quickly, now that you know what to do. So coming in a mountain pose, find your space between you and the chair. Roll the shoulders, release the knees, drop the tailbone. Hands to heart center, prayer position, tuck the thumbs. Inhale the arms up overhead. And exhale, fold forward into your standing forward fold. Rest here for a moment. Release the head, release the back. And then we're going to bring the focus up. We're going to lead with the left foot coming into the lunge. Drop the hips, flatten the back. Spread the shoulder blades a little bit. They're away from the ears. Take your focus forward if you can. We're gonna come into down dog by stepping in the left foot, stepping the right foot back. It's a little different in chair. Nice flat back. Reach those sitting bones toward the back of the room and the shoulder blades towards the front, but don't bunch them up by your shoulders either. You want the shoulder blades nice and wide. And then we're gonna step forward with the left foot, coming back into the lunge, so drop your right foot. Nice flat back, gaze comes up, drop the hips, check the knee over the ankle, shouldn't be extended beyond the toes. And then we're gonna step that right foot forward, standing forward fold. Give me a halfway lift, inhaling the crown of the head to the sky. Exhaling, sorry, halfway, yeah, did I say halfway? And then all the way, coming up in a reverse swan dive, pull hands up above. If you have a back bend, take it. And exhale, bringing the hands back down to heart center, coming back into Tadasana. That's always my favorite. That's the performer knee. Go ahead and shake it out. The performer loves the ta-da. I'm gonna turn my chair. Gosh, it's so fast. We're gonna do a really quick warrior sequence. Now, Christina, let me just tell you, I'm gonna walk you through this really quick because I know you know, for anybody who's not doing chair yoga, we're gonna start in mountain, we're gonna do a lunge, we're gonna step it into a warrior, we're gonna do the bend and the reverse, and then we're gonna swing it back down, and we're gonna do the same on the other side. So that's just a really quick walkthrough. So as I'm talking through it in chair yoga, it won't be too crazy confusing because it is a little bit different. So we're gonna start in our quote mountain pose in our chair. Y'all bear with me. I'm gonna try to talk you through this one that's in a way that you can actually understand. So we'll consider this our mountain. We are actually not gonna lunge, we're just gonna step right into a warrior two. So taking the right foot back, dropping the heel, turning it in about 45 degrees, we're gonna take the left foot forward. So I am right on the edge of my chair. My left leg is bent about 90 degrees, my knee is over my ankle, and I'm in my warrior. I'm gonna take my arms out to the sides, taking the gaze across the left fingertips. Nice active pose. I really want you to feel something through the front of this right leg. That's really important. And you want to have a really nice, strong left leg as well. Now we're going to go ahead and come forward. So bend your left arm, bring the forearm down to the thigh. Let's take our stretch. If this is as far as you have, that's fine. You can go straight up to the sky. If the neck will allow, go ahead and look up. If you want to reach beyond that and extend, feel the outer edge of the right foot. Stretch it all the way up through the side body, through the fingertips, and then inhale back up. Both arms out, back in warrior two. We're gonna flip this left hand, reaching forward, and bring it up. The right hand comes down to the right leg. Gaze comes high. Take a nice deep breath in, and we're gonna release back. Bring your hands to your hips. We're going to release this right leg. I just want you to bend the knee. So we're gonna have another nice square. So the left leg is still bent, the right leg is bent. You're up on your toes. This is kind of our lunge variation. Kind of skipped it before, sorry, so we'll do it now because it's cool. So your right leg is directly down, your knee is pointing directly towards the floor. And then release that leg. Come back into your, step back into your mountain. And then we're gonna do the other side. So from here, we're just gonna step this left leg out behind us, straight if you can. The feet are turned in about 45 degrees, the heel is down. The right leg is gonna come out to the right. Knee bent 90 degrees. Bring your arms out, coming into your warrior. And then gaze follows the fingertips. If you wanna come to your Ujjayi breath, which I have forgotten to mention until now, find your Ujjayi breath to hold the pose. We're gonna bend the arm, bring the forearm down to the right leg, take the arm up overhead. Once again, this is as far as you've got, that's fine, that's perfectly effective. If you have a little more stretch and wanna take it a little further, go for it. See if you can, how high you can take that gaze. Remember your breath. And let's inhale back up, arms back out. Reaching forward, flip your right palm up. Bringing the left hand down to the left thigh. Right hand up in the air. Take your gaze up if that's possible. Remember to breathe. Both arms out to the side. Release them down to your waist if you'd like. Let's bring this left knee in to 90 degrees. Dropping the knee down to the floor. The heel comes high off the floor. The right leg is still bent about 90 degrees. If you have any pain, don't hold the pose. Don't work through pain. We work through discomfort, maybe to our edge, but not through pain. And then turn that left leg back out. Bring the knees together and shake it out. Oh, that's good. And then we'll come on back down to the floor. Let's come to your, let's see, what do we want to do? All right, we're going to do a twist. So Christina, if you want to come down to your back, we're just going to do a quick twist and then come into our Shavasana. I've only got 4 minutes, y'all. It goes so fast. So in your chair, let's go ahead and take the left hand to the right thigh. I'm going to inhale the right arm up overhead, and I'm slowly and gently going to bring it down to the chair behind me. I'm going to take my gaze over my right shoulder, and I'm going to have a nice, gentle spinal twist. Remember to breathe. Don't hold your breath. And we're going to release. Exhale, come back to center. We're going to do one more side. So we're taking the right hand to the right thigh. Inhale the left arm up overhead. Reaching, slowly finding your twist. Bringing that left hand down behind you. Take your time. The side's a little tighter for me. Taking the gaze across the left shoulder. Oh, and just enjoy it. Breathe through it. Exhale and release. Let's come on back if you want to scoot back in your chair, or if you're on the floor, come to your, I don't have a very sturdy chair, y'all. I'm a little concerned about this one. Close your eyes. Bring the focus behind the eyes, releasing any tension you may be holding behind the eyes. Let the breath run through, down to your throat. Relaxing the throat, relaxing the teeth, the lips, the tongue. The air comes down into the chest, releasing the shoulders, releasing the chest. You're just sitting comfortably. If you want to have both feet on the mat, on your floor, across the ankles, your hands are in your lap. It's just comfortable, so you can release the shoulders, bring the focus into your solar plexus and all through your core. Take a nice deep breath in, let the belly fill with air, and as you exhale, release it through the mouth with force. Release all the tension hanging on the inside of your body. Focus comes to the hips. The fingertips are somewhere in your lap now, so release the wrists and the hands, the palms, the thighs, the knees, the calves, the shins, the ankles, the feet, the toes. Do a quick mental scan of the body. Feel where your body meets the earth. Make sure it's comfortable. Wiggle anything you need to wiggle to make it feel good. Make it feel relaxed. Take your mind someplace quiet. Someplace safe and easy. Just envisioning yourself someplace wonderful. For me, it's always a white sandy beach with nice blue, crisp water and a sun that's warm and a wind that's cool. Wherever your happy place is, let your mind wander there. Actively be there, hear it and feel it and see it. Any thoughts that come into your mind to disturb you from that place, let them go. Let them in. They will come. Let them in. Acknowledge them. They serve a purpose. Thank them for serving their purpose, and then let them go. Like clouds in a blue sky, they're here and then they're gone. And all that's left is this breath this peace, this sense of ease in your life. Take a moment now and enjoy the peace you found on your own. I'm going to close us up. If you want to remain in your Shavasana for the next 10 or 15 minutes, I highly recommend that you do that. When you're ready to come out, just roll to your right side, and then slowly, with your eyes closed, come up to a seated position. Take a moment to recenter and to feel your body. Feel your mind. Where are you in your body? Where are you in your mind? And do you feel better than when you started? Take a moment to find the appreciation for yourself, coming to this space, coming to your mat, doing something wonderful for your body and your spirit. I'm very appreciative that you're here as well, sharing the space with me. Brings me great joy to know you all are out there. And gratitude and appreciation for all of you and all of the wonderful things, all the wonderful blessings in our lives in spite of adversity. May you find peace and joy and love. Namaste. Thanks again for anyone who joined today. I'm delighted that you're here. There I am, knee walking again. Lots of great people. So we'll be back here tomorrow at 1 o'clock. I'm actually considering, you guys, just if you're interested, I am considering starting a private group. I can do longer sessions and more specific styles. I'm doing a pretty broad range of things right now, just because lots of different people are perhaps being introduced to yoga. So if you're interested in that, that would be, that'd be great. Just let me know and reach out. I'm going to stop. Hey, I've never started recording. Oh, shame on me. I'm glad you came today, and I'm glad everybody's good. I hope the rest of your family is good too. You guys stay healthy. Thanks for coming. So bye everybody. Have a great day. I do have a Venmo or PayPal. If you have the means, I certainly love any contributions that you can offer. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.